Welcome and welcome back. It's your host, Worldwide Wiggins, here on S.WigginsTV. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Today I got a special treat for y'all. Believe me, I had to search through a diamond in the rough, but I found it. And here it is, bro. For months and months, maybe even over a year, on my channel, we would talk about the legendary Bogard from 10 Deuce Rangers. We heard the stories of how ruthless he was. We heard stories from his enemies, like Spud the Blood from Center Park, who told us he had an annoying laugh and a slogan that he would say before busting at his enemies. Hey, it's Bogard 10 Deuce Rangers, I'm gonna get you, cuz. We heard stories from my bro, Baby Crenshaw from Raymond, who actually lived with Bogard when he was a kid before his untimely death. And even when I did the documentary on Bogard, using the summarized information that I got from Lil Crenshaw on his channel, from his name to his gritty reputation, even to the first day he began running with the 10 Deuce Rangers under the tutelage of OG Nugget. We heard a lot, but it was always that one lingering question: How did OG Nugget get Bogard to stop banging the Inglewood Blood Gang and come on over to 10 Deuce Raymond? How was he able to transform Bogard's whole mindset that day? Because if you didn't know, or you just haven't seen the documentary or anything on Bogard, he was sent by older bloods to chip OG Nugget. So how did he do it? How did Nug change his mind and develop Bogard to be one of the coldest Crips to ever walk the streets of LA County? Well, today, I have the actual story straight from the horse's mouth. But real quick, before we get into it, I gotta pay homage to Coach Zoe, because definitely this interview came from there. You know, salute to Coach Zoe, man. You, like you said, man, I gotta keep throwing you the alley-oops, man. So I appreciate you, my bro, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I got a little bone to pick with you, man, but we gonna get it at the end of the video. And also, I got to pay homage to OG Nug, man. He seen this videos on Old Boy's channel, you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, this is $1 million interview. Y'all need to go watch it. I'm gonna put the link below. And oh, one more thing, most importantly, OG Nug got a book out called The Asphalt Jungle. Make sure you guys go pick that up. You know what I'm saying? That's a slapper. You know, go pick up 10 copies. Support the brother, man. You know, he done been through a whole lot. That's an OG Crip, man. Support black businesses, man. You know, I'm gonna summarize the interview that OG Nug did with Coach Zoe. And yeah, man, but just make sure you tap in, because this is just a piece of the whole interview. Because, you know, you don't see too many interviews from Nug, at least not nowadays, you feel me? But let's get to it, man. So, OG Nug told a story, and I was super excited on how he met Bogard and how it came to be. So what he said was, and I might interchange between the video and me talking, but I don't want to, you know, be no plagiarizer, man. But he said that he had just came home from YA, and then he said he was on the Deuce. He was at the top of the Deuce. Him and one of his homies named Skull. They was on the Deuce. They was hanging out. Then somebody came up to him like, "Hey, it's a different mixture of dudes out here, man." You know? So then anyway, they post up, you feel me, at the top of the Deuce, like he said. And then two little ninjas approach Skull and Nugget. You feel me? And then they like, who is these little ninjas? And then one of the little ninjas, who would later become Bogard, tells OG Nugget, "Blood told me to shoot you." He was like, "What?" His other partner was like, "What? Who told you to shoot me?" And he was like, "Them over there." He showed him the gun, and he was like, "Come on, come show me who you talking about." So then, I ain't gonna say this part. I'm gonna let the OG say this part.
And I said, "Who told you to shoot us?" And he said, "These dudes." So we was like, "Nigga, show us where the is at." So he showed us to the apartment. I took the pistol and I started getting off in the, like, you know, bitch niggas, I'm sending a kid to do something.
So then here comes the part that is most important, because he went on to say, I thought it was a complex situation, like, you know, he had to struggle with him because he did have the gun, you know, but instead, this is how it went.
So we told Bogard, come on, start with us. Bogard is probably like 12, 13.
It was that simple, man. Like I said, I'm just summarizing the whole interview, so make sure you tap in for yourself. But then he went on to say, tell the story of how he took Bogard on pretty much his first mission with the Ravens. And he was excited.
He got a taste of it, and that first taste, and he saw how strategic that we went and did what we had to do. And the results was mind-blowing to him. He was like, and he said, man, I need to continue to get down like that. So he started doing the most.
OG Nug even told another story on how he got shot one night on 115th at Budlong, or 112th at Budlong, something like that, or 117th at Budlong. And it went up that night. And then Bogard ended up going to YA on kidnapping charges. They went stealing cars, and Bogard actually lost all his teeth in a car accident. Man, this is a super duper dope. And we just gonna stop it right there, man. But yeah, man. Like I said, man, go support that book, man. I know I'm finna buy it. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm finna buy that buff. You know what I'm saying? So, and watch that whole interview, bro. Priceless Raymond. Zoe, you a brave dude, bro, because ain't no way I would have gave away a whole 40-minute interview OG Nugget like that. I would have chopped it into parts. I would have gave him a cult title with a thumbnail like, here's how Bogard turned Raymond met OG Nugget for the first. I would have gave him a cult. They was gonna have to pay me. Oh nah, you can't get that. That's $1 million interview, bro. But I'm gonna send some traffic your way, bro. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. It's Worldwide Wiggins. If you gonna bust off today, man, make sure you be careful, man. Stay dangerous. I'm gone. Wiggins.